What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to another video in my tutorial series. Now today we're going to be talking about static variables. Now finally we're getting to static variables. I know earlier in this series I promised I would talk about it, and here we are. I'm finally going to talk about it. Now what static variables are basically variables that will retain its value throughout the life cycle of the application. So when the program runs, the static variable is going to hold its value all the way till the program ends. Then it discards it. Now that might sound a little confusing, but perhaps it doesn't. I hope it doesn't, but I'm going to explain it anyway. So perhaps let's head on over to our dog class right here that we have created. And this is all we have right now, right? In fact, all these don't even matter, but I'm just going to leave it there. And right now I want to create a static variable. So I'm going to call the following. So perhaps I'm just going to make this public. Usually you would make this private, but I'm just going to go ahead and make this public. So public static. And I'm going to create an int. And I'm going to call this number of, actually, yeah, number of dogs. Okay? Initialize it to a value of 0. Now, essentially, what I want to do is every time I create a dog, I want to increase this by a number of 1. Now, as of now, there's only one way ever we can create a instance of dog, and that is through our constructor right here. And the reason for that is because we can't, for instance, if we wanted to create a dog right now, so I would say dog Tom equals to new dog. And the only way to create this, see it gives us an arrow here, is through this constructor right here. So we know in order to create a dog, this method or this constructor has to be invoked. So what I'm going to do here is increment our value of number of dogs by 1 every time this constructor is called, okay? And essentially what's going to happen is number of dogs is going to increment every time we create an instance of dog, and it's going to be stored throughout the life cycle of the app. So when we create a new dog, this is not going to reset to 0 again. Alright, now let's head on over to our main and go ahead and pass in the constructors it requires. So Tom age color of blue. Alright, so that's that. I believe that's what we need, right? Oh no, a human owner. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and take this away because that's gonna be a pain. That's gonna be a pain. So I'm just gonna take that away. Remove this. Remove all this. Okay, don't need that for this tutorial. So this is all we have. All right, let's head back over here. There we go. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna copy, make multiple instances of this. I'm gonna call this something else, perhaps. Zen, den, whatever, right? Zen, den, and you're gonna see the following. When I access the variable that we just created here, so first of all, system.out.print, and what I want to do is access this variable right here, the number of dogs variable. So Tom dot number of dogs. And you're going to see one thing. This is going to print a value of 3. Let's go ahead and run that. And there we go. It prints out the value of 3. And why is that? That's because we initialized 3 dogs. Okay? Now if I take this away, I'll put this in between the second and last dog. I'll print this. This is going to give us a value of 2. Okay, you see right here, it gives us a value of 2. And the reason for that, like I said, is this, because we made this variable static, it is now shared amongst all instances of dog. Now, if I took away Tom, I could even put Zen, Zen, and it would give me the exact same value because this variable right here, like, is shared among all dogs. Okay? In fact, I can do you one better. Instead of using the instances Zen, Tom, Den to print out the number of dogs, we could even do the following: dog dot number of dogs. So we use the name of the class, right, and called on the variable, and go ahead and run this. You will see we get the exact same value of 2. I hope this has made my point clear, which is essentially saying making a variable static makes it shareable amongst all instances of the dog class and the dog itself. All right. I hope this video has helped you understand static variables a little better. In the next tutorial, we're going to be talking about static methods and like for this an example for an example. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in the next tutorial. If you like this video, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.